Hello everybody, it's Mrs. Brown and I am doing your week 16 science experiment. Gotta fix my chair. So I am using this guide that I sent out to the parents, and we are doing experiment number 93, Bubbler. This is the book that we use, that tutors use. So if your kids really like science experiments, these are all things that normally you would have around the house or in your kitchen. So we are doing science experiment number 3. We're going to make a chemical reaction. So I'm going to be reading a little bit from this sheet. It talks about chemists are scientists who identify and study what matter is made of. They investigate the traits or properties that different types of atoms or elements have and categorize them in columns on the periodic table. We are going to start learning about the periodic table, looking this week, week 16. So these are the cards from Classical Conversations. They have science cards for each cycle. These are the cards for cycle 3. So it has all of the memory work that we're learning, what is an atom, plus it has some extra cards in there, but it has all of the periodic table elements that we're learning this year in this card. So I just wanted to show you. I also like to have on hand, and I've just collected these through the years, science dictionaries. This particular page talks about atoms and molecules and what they are. I have this one as well. It's an older one, but it still has some good information. And again, it has a page on what is a molecule, what is a substance. And finally, my elements book that I got this year. If you have a kiddo that just really loves studying about elements, this book has really great pictures. I think I've shown it at CC before, but I just wanted to recommend it again because it has really beautiful pictures and goes along with our science for this year. All right, so we're gonna get started with a little bit of background information. So I'm reading at the bottom in the conclusion section. The atoms that make up the elements on the periodic table mix and match and rearrange themselves to form all things we see in our world. They might combine to form molecules, like our H2O water molecules, or different molecules might combine to form mixtures, like pebbles in the sand on the beach. Some mixtures have dissolved substances like salt water. These are called solutions. All mixtures, including solutions, have something in common. Their change in form was only physical, and the original molecules can still be separated again. Sometimes it's simple to separate the different molecules using a coffee filter or a sieve. Other times, scientists might need to separate liquids from solids with boiling and evaporation or distillation. There is a type of change, however, that cannot be separated back into its original molecule. This is called a chemical change. The molecules actually break apart and rearrange their atoms with other molecules they encounter. They go through a chemical reaction, so that's what we're going to demonstrate today. So just a little bit of information. What is an atom? An atom is the smallest particle of an element that retains the chemical properties of that element. Atoms make up elements. So elements are what are on the periodic table. So first you have the tiniest particle of an atom that make up elements. What is an element? We learned this in our memory work. An element is a basic chemical substance defined by its atomic number and atomic mass. Whatever song or motions you guys use in your class, this is in your memory work. 2 or more elements make up a molecule. What is a molecule? I didn't write this one on the back so I could cheat. The smallest particle of an element. They consist of 2 or more atoms bonded together. So 2 or more elements make a molecule. All right, so on the next page of this, we're going to see what we're going to observe today. We're going to observe vinegar and baking soda put together. We're going to combine vinegar and baking soda, which are molecules, and they're going to make a new molecule. When they're combined together, they're going to make a new molecule. Then we're going to add water, and they're going to make carbon dioxide gas. So we're taking, the molecules are gonna break apart, rearrange themselves to form a new molecule. All right, so here are the things that you need if you want to do this experiment at home. You need a soda bottle. I haven't practiced it with a water bottle. There might not be enough space in the bottle, but you could test it if you have a water bottle and see if it would work. You need some just cheapy modeling clay, or Play-Doh would work, something to make a seal on your bottle. You need a 4-inch straw. So if you have a regular straw, you're gonna wanna measure 4 inches and cut it. I already made my seal on here just so that when I get my elements in the bottle, I'm going to want to put my seal on quickly. So you're gonna wanna have this made up ahead of time and not wait. All right, then we need 2 drops of dish detergent and 2 drops of water in a little bowl or a saucer so that you can dip your finger in it. So I have 2 drops of water, 1, 2. 2 drops of dish soap. 1, 2. I'm gonna set that aside. Then I have 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Oh, get my cheat sheet. Molecule number 1. And I'm putting it in a piece of toilet paper. I'm gonna take the toilet paper and I'm gonna roll it. See if you can see. All right, I'm gonna roll it up like this. I flattened it out flat. Roll it up. I'm going to twist the ends. I don't need all that extra. Let's see if I can break it off. I'm gonna twist up the other end. I didn't need to waste so much toilet paper. All right, so I've got my baking soda in here. And here I have 1/2 cup of water and 1/2 cup of vinegar. Vinegar and water. I'm putting those and I'm combining them because I don't have a funnel. But if you have a funnel, you can just pour them directly into your bottle. All right, I'm pouring this in here. I'm going to drop my baking soda packet in, and what's going to happen is the baking soda is going to mix with the vinegar and water, and they're going to make a new molecule, carbon dioxide gas, CO2. Okay? When that happens and I put the clay back on with the straw, I'm going to dip my finger in the dish soap and the water, and I'm going to rub it on here, and it's going to make a bubble from the gas. Abigail found out, although everyone has left me, they don't want to be in here for this, but if I shake it, it might make my bubbles bigger. All right, you guys ready? Okay, we're going to drop this in. We're going to quickly, oh, I should have done that more quickly. We're going to quickly put this on and make our seal. Okay, let's see what happens if I don't shake it up. Okay, well, I didn't do anything to it yet. It hasn't broken apart just yet down there. Okay, so I'm gonna shake it. Okay, it's breaking apart really good. Making a lot of bubbles, a lot of gas. So let's see if it's gonna make a bubble on here. Of course, this worked when I tried it out. Okay, let's make some more dish soap. I bet chemists have this happen. So let's try some more water and dish soap. Well. There we go. 1 bubble, 2 bubbles. I need Abigail in here for this. She really had it going a minute ago. All right, let's see if I can get a little closer. Shake it up. Well, I got 2 bubbles. You'll have to try this at home and see if you have better success than I did. All right. Let's look and see what we were supposed to have demonstrated. All right. How do molecules be arranged? What is a chemical reaction? What is a mixture? What is our physical properties versus chemical properties? We talked about that. What is the difference between mixture, solutions, and compounds? What do you think will happen when the tissue wrapping baking soda mixture mixes with the vinegar in the bottle? And what did you observe? A soap bubble formed at the top of the straw. All right, we read about why that happened. The same kind of chemical reaction is happening in our baking soda and vinegar experiment. When the molecules combine, they produce a chemical reaction that makes something new, carbon dioxide gas. As the gas floats to the top of the bottle, you can see it pushing outward, forming a bubble in the straw's soap film. And I could actually hear it bubbling too. All right. So if you want to try some other chemical reactions on your own, like a baking soda vinegar volcano or Mentos and Coca-Cola eruption, you just need to ask your mom about that. So the vinegar and baking soda eruption is really fun. We've done that before. And again, you can just use I think we used a paper plate and a can maybe that we poured it in. And we put like a little volcano around it with clay. It was really fun. All right, I'm gonna try this one more time before I go off of camera and see. Well, I guess 2 is all we're getting today. I'm gonna try it one more time with more water and dish soap and see. I think it's already done what it's gonna do, but. Yep. That's it, guys. Sorry, I should have had Abigail out here helping me. Well, I hope that you guys get to do this experiment at home. Hopefully you have everything around the house and you can try it yourself and tell me how big your bubble got and if you had a bigger bubble than I had. Hope you guys have a great week. Bye-bye.